Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission.
I had been volunteering at an organization that worked with young mothers.
Okay.
And some of them had been sexually exploited. All of them had experienced some trauma. And so I was teaching English a couple of times a week. And it was great. Like I was homeschooling my kids at that time. I had what I thought very limited amount of time to volunteer. My husband was really the missionary. I was the homeschool mom. So I was volunteering and it was great. And I went and I taught and I could do it and it was fine. And I left and it was fine. But every time I left, I knew that it was not yet the fullness of what God was calling me to. I
You got the meh emoji on when you get home.
And so I was doing that for a few weeks. My family, my husband and kids and I went on a short-term mission trip to China. And we were way up in the Himalayan mountains doing some work there with a short-term team. And I got a message from the director of that organization. And it was an urgent message to the hotel where we were staying. And she said, our project's being shut down, and I have 5 days to find placement for our girls. And that was it. And so my husband and I, what does this mean? And we had only been in Thailand 6 months at that time.
Okay. Definitely
we did
newbies.
Not really speak Thai.
Yeah.
I could kind of order food in the market, but I was as likely to get chicken and white rice as I was to get the yellow noodle soup. Khao soy or khao soy, right?
Yep, sure.
And so Thai, not great. And so
Even how you said that in English just now, it reminded me how Thai must have gotten better because now your grammar's all messed up. Thai, not great.
Sorry.
That sounded like it's translated from a foreign language to me.
Yes. And so
I see your development over the years.
We talked to our kids. We prayed together as a family. I called the director and I said, okay, we can take 3 mom baby sets for 4 to 6 weeks while I find placement for them.
So the placement that you're talking about are mothers and children?
Yeah,
babies.
Because these were single mamas.
I see.
And so we felt like 6 months in that we could take 4 to 6 people, 2 or 3 mama baby sets.
Total.
Yeah.
Yes.
3 mama baby sets.
Correct.
For 4 to 6 weeks. That's where I was
right.
getting my numbers.
Yeah.
And my goal, my agenda, my thought process was that in 4 to 6 weeks, we would just be this emergency shelter and we would find placement for them.
Transition them into a better place.
Exactly. Because there's all kinds of organizations. Sure. Chiang Mai is really rich in ministry. And so they came into our home 12 hours after we got back from China. And I found very quickly that we could find placement for the girls and we could find placement separate for the babies in orphanages. But there was not at that time another organization willing, equipped, or prepared to take the mamas and babies together.
Wow. So it's either separation or nothing.
Right. And I myself, having been a teenage mom, having escaped exploitation, that did not seem like a reasonable answer to me.
Again, though, going back to the thing where you've been led down this path to be used in such a way, you can see what other people can't or were unwilling to do something that would lead to greater trauma because of your experience.
Right. And so over the course of the upcoming days, several things happened. One, God led us to a passage in Jeremiah 31, which is where our name Compass 31 comes from, that says, again, Jenni Sue paraphrase, I think it's 31, maybe 8 through 10. Mm-hmm. God is speaking through Jeremiah, the prophet, and God says, see, I will bring them from the north country. And all of our girls are Northern Hill Tribe girls. I will bring them from the north country, the blind, the disabled, the lame, those who are pregnant, and those who are in labor. They will come in with weeping, but they will go out with joy because I am their Father.
Wow, that's that's
Yeah.
a prophetic word over
And
what I know it as today.
Suddenly, there was this intimate recognition that God was writing this story. He was their Father. He had an agenda. Compass 31 was then, beginning, middle, and end is his ministry, not mine.
Yes.
And so if he was hand selecting who was coming into our work, and he alone was the Redeemer, our job became directing them to restorative relationship with him. And because that's where we find our true hope and freedom. The second thing that happened was I fell in love. I fell in love with the girls and the babies, and knew that when I fell in love, there was no going back. You can't give your heart away and get it back again. It is forever given away. And not regrettably, deeply costly.
Yes.
And profoundly beautiful that God has allowed me to sit in a place and watch his redemption come full circle again and again and again and again.
Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission. This podcast is powered by Within Reach Global. Subscribe, watch, and listen on YouTube today. Visit missionspulse.com.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that video, leave a comment below. Tell me what you thought. Also, you might want to check out this video here, and honestly, that one's not bad either. Make sure you subscribe to Missions Pulse by clicking the subscribe button right here, and also click that little bell button so you get notified every single time we post a new video.